He's sticking in quotations. You know, you ever seen him do stand-up? He can just come up with characters. That's pretty much what's in this book. You can do it too in the book. So I confused Lenny Bruce, the writer, with the writer, fake journalist, whatever. So he's saying the hack journalists are like cooks who follow a recipe and mixes the ingredients properly. He's basically saying it's rigged and fake interviews, fake canned. So just to remind everyone here, we're talking about Are You a Sick Comic? Is Lenny Bruce a sick comic? This is Lenny's words himself. So we'll find out what Lenny thinks. And if it seems that what Lenny thinks is what I think, that's strong proof that they're the same schmuck. Oops, I dropped something. The way I speak, the words with which I relate, are more correct in effect than those of a previous pedantic generation. If I talk about a chick on stage and say she was a hooker, an uncontemporary person would say, Lenny Bruce, you are coarse and crude. What should I have said? If you must be specific, you should have said prostitute. It's small print to read this, but I'm trying my best. I'm getting into this. Pretty good. But wait a minute. Shouldn't the purpose of a word be to get close to the object the user is describing? Yes, and correct English can do this. Hooker is incorrect. The word has become too general. He prostituted his art. He prostituted the very thing he loved. Can he write anymore? Not like he used to. He has prostituted his work. So the word prostitute doesn't mean anymore what the word hooker does. If a man were to send out for a $100 prostitute, a writer with a beard might show up. Haha, that was funny. Concomitant with the sick comic label is the carbon cry. What happened to the healthy comedian who just got up there and showed everybody a good time and didn't preach? Didn't have to resort to knocking religion, mocking physical handicaps, and telling dirty toilet jokes. Yes, what did happen to the wholesome trauma of the 1930s and 1940s? The honeymoon jokes, concerned not only with what they did, but also with how many times they did it. The distorted wedding night tales, supported visually by the trite Vacationland postcards of an elephant with his trunk searching through the opening of a pup tent, and a woman's head stringing out the other end, hysterically screaming, George, whatever happened to all this wholesomeness? What happened to the healthy comedian who, what happened to the healthy comedian who at least had good taste? Ask the comedians who used to do the hair lip jokes, or the moron jokes. The moron who went to the orphan's picnic, etc. The healthy comedians who told good-natured religious jokes that found Pat and Abby and Rastus outside of St. Peter's Gate, all listening to those angels harping in stereotype.